truly part of the entrepreneurial future of this great city and this great region. And to do so, we need to go back to an original entrepreneur, William Penn, who in about the year 1680, long before Independence Day, established a framework for government. Actually, it was his frame of government, F-R-A-M-E. And he said and wrote down something very specific and radical and relevant today. And that was that all the power resided in the individual. And further, if you combined what you up here rolling around in your noodle and your noggin, something down here called intestinal fortitude. I grew up in the country, so we call that good old-fashioned guts. And something imbued in your soul that just gives you that passion that you can't describe. It's all you can think about is the next thing. Taking a mediocre idea and something more brilliant. And you roll that all together. What William Penn said hundreds of years ago is that you own that. That it's yours. That today, in modern times, we would call that intellectual property. So back then, if you created a barrel or a piece of flatware or something like that, you own that. Right here in Philadelphia. Individual ideas that are yours. Not to be confiscated by some monarchy or some central planning Politburo, but they're yours. They're yours. Now, raise your hand if you can draw the connection between the Articles of Confederation and the barriers of such a form of government for entrepreneurship. 1787, actually September 17th, 1787, we ratify a constitution. We got rid of a Articles of Confederation that was quite frankly unsettling for many, but in particular for the new and emerging class that were creating their own ideas and intellectual property. Because what happened during that period of time was that there was certainty. Government became more certain. The commerce class, about the time of the founding of your Greater Philadelphia Chamber of Commerce, became more certain. And so you go from like 1787 to about 1850, 1820 here in this city. Ideas were flourishing. Intellectual property was being created. The commerce class was on the rise. And by the way, they were small, 1Z, 2Z, 3Z enterprises. They weren't multinational corporations. And what happened with that critical mass was a civic ethos, a passion that said there is no social ill or problem that an entrepreneur cannot solve in the city of Philadelphia in circa 1825. It just wasn't a digital divide back then. It was public health, sanitation, literacy, driven and led by entrepreneurs. So I want to amend, if I might, Chris, this organization's definition of community. Because I believe the technology community in the greater Philadelphia region is about 1.2 million citizens. And that the technology community might have critical mass in this room this morning and throughout this week. Because you don't have a mediocre idea. You don't have even a good or sort of decent idea. You and all that you represent and who you interact with each and every day are pure, brilliant. You have brilliant ideas. And the future of this economy and this Philadelphia region will be driven by individuals in this room who you connect with across the greater Philadelphia region, representing 1.2 million citizens, and then more broadly across the globe, because not only do you have a brilliant idea, an entrepreneurial spirit, but there is an ever-growing web of networks that will propel and propel and propel you forward for your dreams and aspirations. Where? Where are the opportunities? Well, I can spend 14 minutes describing them. Let me rattle off a quick, 2.5-minute opportunity. Life sciences, supply chain of life science, large pharmaceutical companies moving offshore, different type of play, particularly as related to the integration between biochemistry and medical devices. logistics, transportation and support, health-related IT, food, middleware, biomass. John Doerr believes in the greater Philadelphia region because he's investing in a company in King of Prussia called Red Maddox that is in the biomass space. Algae ponds. Software. Interesting. Largest software producer in the greater Philadelphia, second largest, Lockheed. Right? We all know what's going to be happening to the defense budget in this country. Lockheed is vigorously looking for commercial applications for what they've developed in terms of defense and activity. We have an organization, part of the Chamber of Commerce, called Select Greater Philadelphia. We're batting about 1 for 4 for every company we talk to. Every 4 companies we talked about, 1 lands and sets up shop in this region. And they're coming from all around the world here to the city of Philadelphia, the greater Philadelphia region, for a couple of real key examples and key points. One, we're between the financial capital of the world in New York and the political capital of the world in Washington. Location really matters. We have great ease of access to those very important centers. 2, 101 colleges and universities. 3, a tremendous amount of basic R&D and applied R&D spend that's not just happening on college campuses, but by the private sector. We rank nationally the top 5 in terms of R&D spend in the greater Philadelphia region. We have the secret sauce in terms of what it takes to be even more successful than we are today. And that secret sauce is all of you. It's all of you. Look, we are now, I guess, our 212th year as your greater Philadelphia Chamber of Commerce. We're not going anywhere. And the reason why I'm